I saw the other day with Eala, yeah, that's been a talk, and which is understandable. There's some players coming from respective countries, like she's coming from Philippines, which is now a big deal. She's been the biggest ever, tennis player from that country, which is a big country, and there's a big interest. So things like that happen. I mean, it's you could argue that it was, maybe a poor schedule, and maybe they could schedule them on a bigger court. Yes, but again, she's so young and she's just coming through. So, and obviously the first couple rounds, the schedule is so packed. The big courts with big names, it's difficult. It's not easy to manage that. But again, it's a good problem to have, to be honest.
This was definitely one of the bigger Filipino turnouts. Also, New York was huge. It was tough because it also depends what court you're on, that you feel the noise and things. I would say the top two so far.
Aryna Sabalenka just watched her status as the biggest star at the Australian Open get completely overshadowed by Eala. The reigning champion is playing near-flawless tennis in half-empty stadiums, while 5,000 fans pack Court 6 to witness a 20-year-old Filipino qualifier electrify Melbourne. The viewership spikes, merchandise demand, and online frenzy around Eala have now eclipsed the world #1. In a matter of days, the established hierarchy in Melbourne hasn't just shifted, it's been shaken to its core. Is Eala's surge in popularity the rise of genuine star power, or is it largely driven by passionate support from the Filipino community creating short-term hype? Share your honest take below.
What happened in Melbourne, because the scale of this disruption is genuinely unprecedented in modern.
Eala, a 20-year-old from the Philippines ranked outside the top 100, drew more attention, generated louder crowds, and received heavier media coverage than Aryna Sabalenka, the defending Australian Open champion and world #1. That's not exaggeration or bias. It's measurable reality, reflected in attendance numbers, broadcast viewership, and social media engagement.
I mean, she played an incredible match, and I tried my very best. I was fighting till the very last point. I had my opportunities. Feels like I missed a couple, but I mean, it's tennis, Today you're a loser, tomorrow you're a winner, so hopefully I'll be more of a winner this season than a loser, so hoping right now.
Sabalenka is delivering championship-level tennis on center court with prime scheduling and premium broadcasts, crushing opponents with her trademark power, firing aces and dominating rallies exactly as expected. Yet she's doing it before scattered crowds with visible empty seats. Meanwhile, Eala is assigned to outer courts meant for early rounds and drawing such overwhelming support that security had to intervene as fans climbed fences and trash bins just to catch a glimpse. When Eala was scheduled on Court 6, a venue built for 1,500, more than 5,000 fans showed up, exceeding safety limits and creating scenes that felt more like a World Cup match than a traditional tennis event. The contrast grew sharper when viewership data showed more people tuning in from Southeast Asia and the Pacific to watch Eala's warm-up drills than Sabalenka's live televised match. That reality has rattled advertisers and organizers because it signals a shift in what truly drives engagement. It's not just rankings or titles, but emotional connection. Sabalenka fields press questions about fan dynamics instead of her performance, while reporters focus on the phenomenon unfolding on outer courts. As world #1 and defending champion playing her best tennis, she's suddenly framed as a secondary figure in someone else's surge. Melbourne Park has transformed into a sea of Filipino flags, chants echoing across courts, creating a Davis Cup atmosphere fueled by national pride. Sabalenka embodies elite precision and dominance, but predictability can dull suspense. Eala represents the underdog. Smaller, tactically sharp, resilient, turning every rally into a battle and every win into a story. Beyond the sport, she symbolizes representation for millions in Southeast Asia, proof that global relevance isn't limited by geography. Sabalenka competes for trophies, Eala carries cultural momentum. That emotional divide explains the dramatic swing in popularity. One delivers excellence, the other inspires belief. What began as a catchy nickname has grown into something larger, a declaration that Philippine tennis has permanently arrived on the global stage. Before Eala, Southeast Asian players made brief appearances at majors and faded away. Now the belief is this marks sustained excellence, not a fleeting moment, and that possibility unsettles traditional tennis powers because it signals a demographic shift. If Eala sparks the kind of cultural wave Tiger Woods brought to golf or Serena Williams brought to tennis, the sports business model transforms. New markets emerge, sponsors compete, and influence tilts toward Asia. Major brands are reportedly in bidding wars because signing her means access to an entire region that once ignored tennis, with massive financial upside. Sabalenka already has secure endorsements, yet she's watching a lower-ranked player command larger offers because of cultural reach that extends beyond results. And this isn't empty hype. Eala's game has evolved. Her serve has become a weapon, her tactics sharper, and her mentality stronger. After dropping a lopsided first set to a higher-ranked opponent, she steadied herself, fed off the crowd, and won in 3, proof of resilience that separates promise from achievement. Sabalenka has admitted hostile crowds affect her. Eala thrives in chaos. That intangible edge can't be coached. The economic ripple is measurable, with millions in added tourism as fans travel specifically to watch her. In Manila, matches empty streets and halt routines, echoing the fervor once reserved for boxing icons, remarkable in a country without deep tennis roots. Sabalenka may be playing superior tennis with better results, yet popularity isn't determined by precision alone. It's forged through emotional connection. Press conferences now orbit Eala's phenomenon, a stark reminder that being the best doesn't guarantee being the focal point. Tennis has seen this before. Serena expanding audiences, Sharapova opening markets, Li Na reshaping Asia's presence. Eala appears to be igniting a similar shift for Southeast Asia and the Filipino diaspora, creating built-in support wherever she competes. The debate is whether this surge lasts, but sponsor investment and structural adjustments suggest permanence. History shows that when new audiences connect through one athlete, they remain engaged long after. Eala doesn't even need the trophy to cement this moment. The attention, revenue, and cultural impact are already real. Sabalenka may lift another Grand Slam, but Eala has demonstrated a different kind of power, the ability to command global focus. A 20-year-old qualifier has generated bigger crowds, louder buzz, and stronger viewership despite ranking far lower. Whatever the final score, star power has reshaped the narrative in Melbourne, proving that connection can outweigh credentials.